Hello and thank you for watching. This is STSC back again with LEGO Transformers Clench. When I was little, I had a book called The Transformers Ultimate Guide. I read that book a lot, and one of the many bots included within that caught my eye was Clench. I remember always thinking he looked so awesome, and wishing that someday I could own a version of the character. Now, all these years later, I've decided to make my own. Here we have Clench in his semi-truck alt mode, where I've tried to take some vague inspiration from Japanese Dekotara trucks, with the green light strips and exaggerated bumper and sun visor. Lore-wise, I imagine Clench to be a rebuilt and upgraded version of Bonsaitron, another Decepticon I've built one of my own LEGO reimaginings of. Up front, the truck uses mostly standard brick-built shaping. The large gold front grille and spiked bumper are attached using snot, but other than that, the nose of the truck is all just basic studs on top building. That being said, I do still think it looks very nice. Focusing in on the cab, you can see I included some small air filters and even have the rear view mirrors, which actually play a role in the transformation. I really enjoy the proportions of the relatively short windscreen compared with the super exaggerated sun visor. It gives the truck a very aggressive look, perfectly fitting for a Decepticon. In the back, he has a pair of simple smokestacks, and a small, spiky rear bumper. You'll notice that he has different wheels in the back than the front. The front wheels are much smaller and inset, while the rear wheels are larger and more rugged. I don't know if there's any real-world practicality to that kind of setup, I just thought it looked cool. Bringing in his past self, here we have Clench with Bonsaitron, so you can see he's grown quite a bit. That's all there is to say about truck mode, so now it's time to transform. Clench in his robot mode, where he's quite the stocky looking bot. He's a broad-chested bruiser specialized in hand-to-hand combat. This mode introduces magenta and blue to the color scheme, calling back to the original toy and adding some nice pops of color. His legs are formed from the cab of the truck, with the sun visor splitting into his toes and the rear view mirrors folding down to be his heels. His arms are formed from the back of the truck, with the rear bumper becoming a pair of spiked knuckle dusters. The nose of the truck forms his chest, with the grille and bumper splitting in half and flaring out into an ornamental chest plate. I really enjoy how the front wheels end up embedded into his collar on either side of his head. Speaking of the head, I tried to get it as close as I could to the original design. However, there's some details I just wasn't able to capture at this small scale. I particularly wish I would have been able to fit in the mouth vent. Bringing in Bonsaitron once again, you can see how he compares to his past self. Clench is a relatively simple transformer. His transformation is straightforward and to the point. And while that means he doesn't have the most mind-blowing conversion, as a result, he is a pretty darn solid figure. Add to that the fact that both modes look great, and I think this is a very successful model. Anyways, that's all I have for now, so I'll see you next time.